missed making the 1988 Olympic team by a fraction of a point, her life took a dramatic turn for the worse.
One particular judge, he says, "You're too fat. You're too fat to make the Olympic team." I was less than 90 pounds then. I didn't make the Olympic team, so, I guess I was too fat to make the Olympic team. She was right. It's the only thing I could think of. The only thing.
Her losing battle with anorexia lasted 4 years, ending when she died at the age of 22, weighing less than 60 pounds. Christy's fiancé, Bo, promised her he wouldn't let her die in vain. With the song he wrote just for her spirit lives on.
I still believe in you.
Christy's mother, Sandy, and Christy's fiancé, Bo, were with her in a 5-year battle with the disease of anorexia, and she just didn't win it. She only listened to the coaches and judges, would you say?
That's correct. I remember when Christy came home from a meet in Budapest, she weighed about 98 pounds. And she'd been gone a couple of weeks, and the first words out of her mouth was that she had to lose weight. And I said, "What are you talking about?" And she said the judge told her, "You are very fat and you will never make the Olympic team." And it's constant abuse, it's negativeness, it's, tremendous pressure, and we forget that they're children. It's a lot of pressure, and it's just not worth it.
None if it's going to take your daughter's life.
No, it is not. And we just have to, it's like Atelia said, gymnastics, we have a lot of respect for the gymnasts and what they do because we know what they go through.
But isn't that what it takes, 8 to 10 hours, the training? Don't you have to be in the gym that long? And if you're going to compete with other girls who are in there that long?
I don't think it's necessary, and if it is necessary, then it shouldn't be done because it's not worth it.
Bo, when you all would go out on dates, you could never get her to eat or...
It's kind of happened. People ask, well, didn't you notice she was losing weight? It's a real gradual process. It isn't like something that just happens overnight.
Wouldn't she always ask you, because you were a wrestler at the time?
Yeah.
Wouldn't she always ask you for different ways to lose weight?
From grade school into college, and she started inquiring how I lost weight for different meets. And I said, well, we did a lot of stupid things. We would use laxatives. We would wrap ourselves up, with plastics and drain our body of water. Unbeknownst to me that she tried all of these. She started slowly, she was looking for ideas and started trying all of them.
What kind of influence did you have? What were you saying to her? Did you see the early stages?
It took a while to really realize what was going on because denial is a big factor in eating disorders. But we always let her know that she was fine just being the person that she was, and she didn't have to do gymnastics.
Could she then, she obviously did not, but could she then see that the lack of eating was causing her to be weak and then interfering with her performance, which is what she was doing it all for in the first place?
Well, it's a double-edged sword. See, because one thing, they'll tell you, well, you need nutrition, you need to eat. But see, they reinstill in these girls that they need to be slim, they need to be tiny. And like Christy, when she appeared on competition, on national competition, I remember when she had first lost about 5 pounds. And the very first thing out of the commentator's mouth was, "Look at Christy Henrich. She's slimmed up. She looks great." And then again, when she competed in the World Games, the first comment out of the commentator's mouth was, "Christy Henrich is slimmed up. She's really looking good. She's lost weight, and she looks great."
Well, next we'll meet an Olympic gymnast who competed with fractured vertebrae that could have paralyzed her. Even that did not stop her, and the Olympic hopeful who went from the cover of Sports Illustrated to wanting to kill herself when she failed to make the team. We'll be back. We're talking today about the allegations that gymnastics and figure skating and other sports that attract young children can be very dangerous, even fatal. Something you should think about if your daughters or sons are interested in the sport. My next guests are 3 of the world's top gymnasts. Kathy Johnson-Clark was 13 when she won her first medal and went on to win 2 medals in the 1984 Olympics. Betty Okino won a bronze medal at the last Olympics and still competes professionally. But for Christy Phillips, not making it to the Olympics shattered her life. Why do you think so?
Well, it was a very difficult time in my life. I had known gymnastics my whole life. That's all I really knew. I was supported by my parents, friends,
Tell us
coaches.
how old you are now, how old you were then when you were competing.
I'm 24 years old now.